the team called the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
Hi, everyone, and pleasant good morning to you, coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott. Welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Sunday, April 26th. We've got a great day of sports betting action to cover here for the next couple of hours. We've got NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball to discuss here after a wild Saturday night. I'd like to thank the guys for having me yesterday on the UFC show. We saw Aljamain Sterling win that featherweight bout over Yusuf Salal last night, part of a great card. Had a great time with the guys. Hope you're able to join us here on the Sports Money Network with the UFC companion show yesterday, and we're going to get at it here with our card today on Sunday after a pretty fun and good day, I thought, with a lot of the picks here on the show. Including our winners here. Let's discuss it while some people and some folks come into the studio here. We'll get rolling. Of course, it was the Orlando Magic over the Detroit Pistons, 113-105. As Orlando won it for us here on the morning steam. We had them plus points. They did blow a 17-point lead late, but they rallied to win. Magic real strong. When I want to tell you about Jamal Cain, man, this guy can really play. He doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he is a difference maker in there for the Orlando Magic. You know, this is the 13th time in 42 years that the number 8 seed has led the number 1 seed 2-1 in a series. And of those previous 12, 5 underdogs have won the series. Orlando leads 2-1 right now in the best of 7. It was Oklahoma City defeating Phoenix 121-109. We had a winner here on the morning steam. We had the over in that game as the Suns, behind 42 points from SGA, gets it done. For Phoenix, you got to get Jalen Green. You cannot let him leave the game. He is a difference maker, and every time he leaves the floor, that's when the other team goes off. I don't know what they can do since Oklahoma City leads the series 3-0 right now. So that one's pretty much over, but we did have the over yesterday here on the morning steam. Also, the Knicks beat the Hawks 114-98. Karl Anthony Towns, a big triple-double there. His first playoff triple-double yesterday as Knicks won it convincingly. Atlanta just 23% from three-point range. New York led 58-44 at halftime and cruised as the series is now tied 2-2. Big momentum shifter there, it felt like yesterday. Also in the fourth game of the quadruple header, it was Minnesota over the Nuggets, 112-96. Just awful news here for Minnesota as they lose Dante DiVincenzo for the remainder of the season with a torn Achilles. Man, what is it with these torn Achilles in the playoffs? So it's really a bummer there. That's going to hurt Minnesota even more so. Anthony Edwards, who may not be out for the playoffs, but I don't think we know yet. He hyperextended his knee there late in the game. Minnesota was able to recover and rally and win the game. As we said, they outscored the Nuggets 32-24 in the third quarter. Ayo Dosunmu turned into a star. We already know he's a great player. He burst onto the scene really with 43 points in the game. He didn't even start, but because of the way things went down, he stepped up and he became a big star. He probably made a lot of money in the process there in that game for Dosunmu and the Timberwolves, who lead the series 3-1. We did have Minnesota here as our pick. So 3-1 on the show yesterday with our NBA picks here. Also, over in the NHL, we did have the Carolina Hurricanes over the Ottawa Senators as they wrapped up the series 4-0 there and took care of business over Ottawa. Won the game, by the way, 4-2, as we had Carolina as our pick here on the morning steam. Also, it was Minnesota over Dallas, 3-2 in overtime, as the Wild got the key win there over Dallas, winning at home. Good move there. Also, it was Pittsburgh on the road, getting a game from Philadelphia. We'll see if they can rally from that one right now. At now 3-1 there, as Pittsburgh at least salvages one game that stayed alive here with Crosby. The kid was the big news in this game, extending his chances here, and they did get a big win there, 4-2 yesterday, and Sid the Kid there. Okay, that's it for the recap of the playoff games. So maybe we take a quick look here at some of the baseball action, because we had some pretty good winners here yesterday on the show, including the Padres over Arizona. We had the Padres get that win, 6-4 is our pick here on the show. Played this one in Mexico City. Zach Gallen had a 4-0 lead in the fourth inning, but got hit by a line drive. Kind of tried to get out of the way, and it got him, and he had to leave the game, and Ty France hit 2 solo home runs there to get the win. Padres win it in Mexico City. They'll play a second game today there in that one. Also, morning steam here winner yesterday included the Tampa Bay Rays in the 6-2 win there over Minnesota. McClanahan over Ober yesterday. Also, morning steam winner here with the over in the Yankees and the Astros yesterday. Actually, wasn't a whole lot of winners. Nationals and White Sox game to go over. That was a winner for us. The game was played in front of 35,175. The White Sox biggest home crowd for a non-opening day April game in 19 years. So they're they like in the club here right now. They lost the game 6-3 in 10 innings. We had the over. We needed the 10th inning there. And we had the Cincinnati Reds in their win over the Tigers. Sal Stewart, 3-for-4 with a home run and 5 RBI. Cincinnati was on top of them early there. Led 6-1 after the second inning. Flaherty 0-2 with a 5.33 ERA in his first 6 starts for the Tigers. Supposed to be I believe a number 3 guy there, and hasn't looked too good so far for Detroit. A couple other finals in there, a couple other games in there included the Mariners over the Cardinals, 11-9. There were 8 home runs in that game. St. Louis led 9-7 after 7 innings, but the Mariners got the win, 11-9 behind Cole Young, 3-for-4 and 3 runs scored. Phillies over the Braves, 8-5 in 10. Harper, 4 RBI, including the game-winning hit in the 10th inning. Zach Wheeler allowed 2 runs in 5 innings in his first start of the year as the Phillies snapped their 10-game losing streak. Also, I think that was it from some of the peak games. The news, we're going to have that doubleheader today here with the Rockies and the Mets, but Frankie Lindor, he's going to be out for more than a month with a calf strain. We know Soto has returned from his calf strain, but this one's worse for Lindor there, as his calf strain will keep him out for more than a month. All right, let's let a few more people come in. I want to say hello to some folks here real quick, and then I'm going to cover some winners for me yesterday here at winnable.com. But Robert is here today. Nuke is here as well. Robert says Villa let him down there yesterday. And Cash Kane, good morning. Andrew K is here. I'm a biblical handicapper here. I don't know how I could... maybe I am. LALB says Lakers sweep and the Dodgers win today. How about it? Could it happen? Mike Humphrey, good morning and thank you for being here. Ken Mizrahi, nice to see you in there. He had that Joker triple-double threat. Joker didn't mention it, right? Joker got a little upset. He took offense to that late basket by, who was it, McDaniel, that went down there. What are you going to do? They threw the ball. Just lay it up. I mean, it's not a big deal, but Joker got his feelings hurt a little bit. It's a bad look for Joker, and it's a bad look. The Nuggets might be done. Might be just not enough good mojo with the team right now, and Minnesota looks like the better team here all of a sudden. I mean, they lost their two big stars and were able to still beat the Denver Nuggets there at home. So we'll see how it goes and go back to Denver. But all right, Nuke had a big day yesterday, 6-2, but he bet the UFL because he just can't leave football alone. Andrew K here and Nick Handy here this morning. Good morning to Nick. Great job last night on the broadcast of the UFC coverage here on the Sports Money Network. Everyone like this video and subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. Also, Blake is here today. Also, Nuke, we were talking, the Magic yesterday. Var is here today. All right, Penguins. Nuke was on them yesterday as they extended the series a little bit. You guys got me there. LALB did it again with the Dodgers. He knows this team like anybody.
Final.
Dodgers there, and AOD not too happy. Oh, he's frustrated there with his Pistons right now, but hey, it's not over yet, so why not keep the faith there? I mean, I think they're still the better team. Come on. Robert here talking top of the hour here right now. Get ready for the FA Cup semifinal. It might be our featured game of the day here, kind of, if you think about it. Leeds and Chelsea here. I mean, Chelsea's favored to win, but Leeds is quite the story here right now. So I think it's going to be a great game. I'm ready for it. I hope I don't miss the start of it. I probably should put it on right now so I don't miss it here. FA Cup getting ready to go in 30 minutes right now. I love the FA Cup. Back in the day, story time. Robert, before the FA Cup was kind of a prevalent, maybe in American broadcasting circles, if you will. I used to pull these games off, especially the final. It wasn't always available in the United States, so I would use my big giant satellite dish and pack a sports bar every morning for several years before they started broadcasting the FA Cup live in the United States. That was always a good crowd, and servers liked it too, because the English fans, they like to spend a little money, let's just say, early in the morning. They love a good pint and a good breakfast with their FA Cup, I'll say that. See if I can get that game ready here. There's some good tennis going on, but I don't want to miss the start of the game. And so now I think about it, right? And you got ESPN2 on this one, so pretty. I mean, how things have changed over the years. So
final.
All right, Duran. Oh, he's not. Yeah, Duran is not look good. AOD. What is going on with Duran right now? Did that kill the under there, LALB, with that layup? I didn't realize that was part of the total on that. Greg says the Knicks bounced back, and Thunder getting that broom ready. The corn broom we learned last night from Jeff, and MMA Ashley told Jeff, "Oh, get that corn broom. We didn't even know what it was, and now we do." I just was making it do the broom with the thing wrapped around it. Well, I guess it's a corn broom. Leave it to an expert like Ashley there. All right. And let's see. Denver might be in trouble, says Greg. No Joker to the next round here if they don't clean it up here. They're not done yet, but it does feel a little bit awkward, to say the least, here at the end of the season. Okay. All right, let me see. Is that it for the roundup here a little bit? I'm going to go over some of my winners over at winnable.com/Ramon from yesterday. So let's see. I know we had some pretty good winners. Let's take a look. You can get more plays from me over at winnable.com/Ramon. Pick up my winners by using the promo code STEAM at checkout to save 20% off these premium pick packages. I try to come on and give some great picks, but if you want more winners from me, head on over to winnable.com. You see here, I don't know if we can do the show like with this here like this. Let me see if I can't bring up one of these old. There we go. How about this? This will get us in there at least there. Okay. Take a look here. Oh, also, if you subscribe over at winnable.com for free over there with my free picks, I'll send you my Cover the Spread show every day. I do a show 7 days. I know we'll do another show. I don't have enough shows here. 7 days a week with Cover the Spread. This is a 7-minute show with 3 plays every day. I swept the board in the NBA yesterday on that show. So you're going to want to check me out there with Cover the Spread. All right. Got some tennis action coming up, the premium picks. So head on over there to the subscribers here right now. And just had a final here. I think this was Musetti. Oh man, I laid 4.5 to get a positive result and took it on the chin there. My MLS picks from yesterday were 2-1 as we had the Vancouver Whitecaps and we had the San Jose Earthquakes. Mike was raving about him. I don't like to, tell because he just so gets so defensive. I was already on San Jose yesterday, but I wasn't going to tell him on the show. Let him have his moment there for sure. Also, I had a free pick there, Montreal and NYCFC over in that one. My baseball picks were strong in the major leagues here with the 3-1 performance. We had Texas and Oakland under. We had Pittsburgh yesterday. We had the Dodger game to go over. Also here, Cage Warriors winner there with Oakley plus 120 over Urquhart. That was a winner. College baseball, I'm pretty in a good roll right now in college baseball. We went 3-1 yesterday with Michigan State over, ECU over, and Texas Tech under 18.5, because why not? You got to go under 18.5. What are they going to do? Score 20? There. So check me out over there at winnable.com. Soccer, the tennis card yesterday was also good. Here's Medvedev over Marozan, Rude over Munar, Kaboli there over Carabellis. We went 3-1 in those picks. So it's just a lot of winners yesterday for me. Here I swept the soccer card with Atletico Madrid, with Parma, with Newcastle on the Asian handicap. So pretty good day there for me yesterday with the picks there on Saturday. Won some overnight winners as well with Sydney Roosters. They pretty much clubbed the Dragons yesterday in NRL. And there's my fight card, though. Wasn't that great. I think we went 3-3 there yesterday. Let's see. We had Marshall. We had Philo. Right. We didn't get the submission, though. We had Marshall by decision. That was a winner. We had Montague there for sure, I think, in that one. And then Vieira to get there. I'm trying to think now, but you get those picks over there at winnable.com/Ramon. Okay, so please check that out. And we'll have a drawing here at the end of the show where I will give away 1 month of the, hello, in your face. 1 month of those subscriptions when you subscribe over at winnable.com. So stay tuned. All you got to do is comment in the chat. You can put your pick in. You can say hello, whatever it is. If you want to win, Some people just like to win to see their name, and they don't even take me up on it. We've got some subscribers, so check me out over there at winnable.com. Okay, let's see who else is here. We're ready to go. I want to say hello to Smug Circle. Yes, it's Smug Circle, everybody. He says you guys are the best viewers there. And Greg says Thunder's going to beat Boston for the ring. It does feel like Thunder in Boston right now. We got to see. Got to get Wemby healthy. We'll preview the days here. Andrew K, hello. And we'll have some college baseball. Twisted's here today. Thank you, Twisted. Nice to always see you from old school Twisted. All right, let's go. Let's start the previews here right now. Got tennis action going on. We got Italian league going on right now. Spain here as well. But waiting here for Chelsea. How are they going to fare right now? They've been obviously struggling, but they're playing Leeds. It's obviously a little bit of downgrade in class. We know Leeds, great to be here in the semifinals right now. Hey, Leeds has been a top tiered team before, so we'll see what happens here in the matchup today between Leeds and Chelsea. Okay, let's get rolling here with our previews right now and get ready for the comments from you. We're going to go right to the NBA. We've got a 4-game card here right now and a 4-game card in the NHL. So let's roll with the Cleveland Cavaliers are on the road taking on the Toronto Raptors here on Sunday, with Cleveland favored in this one by 4 over Toronto right now. Toronto did get their win at home last game, pretty impressively too, 126-104. Now, Cleveland did win and cover both of their first 2 home games, and Toronto was able to, salvage and get not salvage. I mean, they, keeping pace here right now, basically 126-104. So can they win again and just keep this a home team series? Now, history would tell you that when you have a team that is, I want to say, higher seeded, if you will, not necessarily when they're closely rated, because face it, these two are not as closely rated. Toronto had to take the path to get in here, and usually when you see this step, this one usually goes the other way. Cleveland is the better team. I mean, they're favored on the road here after all by 4 points. So this is usually where the rubber meets the road. I guess, is that a kind of an Ohio saying a little bit? So we'll see. But usually because of the way, Toronto, obviously a lower rated team here. They're a great win. They really clubbed them in that last game, obviously, here. But this is usually where the better team comes through and gets that game 3. Do you believe that? Or can Toronto here do it again? The Cavaliers here are obviously playing pretty well, but they have trouble playing Toronto. They've lost 11 of the last 15 meetings between the two teams. Toronto, pretty good at home, 9-1 in their last 10 games against the spread at home. So the market is kind of, pricing Cleveland as the better team, and they are. A little bit of a, 4 does seem, kind of low in a way. Both teams are trending over. The Cavs have gone over in 5 of their last 7. The Raptors have gone over in 4 of their last 6 games. But it feels like, even though the last game did go over, 2 of the 3 games have gone over here. But to me, this is where Cleveland's supposed to step in and kind of, play the defense that we're kind of expecting. Anyways, I'm probably just going to take Cleveland in this one to win and cover on the road. I believe this is where it kind of turns around a little bit, if you will, turns over a little bit. And I'm going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers and lay the 4 points here against Toronto here on Sunday. Let's go to the chat and see. Maybe Toronto stays even. Maybe you guys say so. Let's see what we got here with the chat all-stars here. And Robert says, maybe when the Chelsea fired their manager this week, just in time for the FA Cup. VAR here is on the under at 220 there. Stop Geo, hello. 9 Legacy says Raptors money line to get it done. Robert's on the Cavs here. Our Thompson is here today on Sunday. And Stop Geo talking about the owner of Bet365. Man, she wins every game, right? When you're the owner of one of the biggest companies in the world. What's her? I can't think of her name right now. I can't think of her first name. Coates. Okay. Greg says 113 to 108 in favor of Cleveland. Power Critter is here and says take Toronto today. Our Tomps likes the under as well. Cleveland ain't losing back to back, says Greg. LALB in the under. Jordy likes the Cavs, and he'll add Spider Mitchell, boost that to get over 25. So that'll be a good play right there. Okay, I'm going to take Cleveland here to win as well and go up 3-1. A key injury for Toronto for sure is Emmanuel Quickly. He is out of this game for sure. It's really the only injury in this game, and I think it's a big injury actually there. Bar says, are the Pistons really a number 1 seed? And Nuke says you got the Raptors and the Blue Jays play at the same time today. We move on. Spurs and Trailblazers, NBA action here for Sunday with San Antonio favored on the road, and we are awaiting the status update, of course, here for Wemby. The line is kind of priced like he will play at 5.5. I still think that if Wemby does play and is announced in the starting lineup, I think that the line here could go up even further here. It's 5 now, and I think if Wemby now, I believe that it is built into the price here that he is probably expected to clear the protocols, or I think he's already cleared it, and I don't know what the total situation is here. I mean, we'd still need to get him, announced into the game, but with 5.5, remember, he was definitely looked like he was going to be out last game, and it went from 2.5, 2, and then 1.5. I mean, it was definitely going, to the Blazers' favor. It didn't matter. We know that the Spurs actually end up crushing the Blazers in the end, despite the move to the Blazers. But should today get that news that Wemby is in the game, I'd imagine this will go at least to 6.5 or so here. So you're going to have to lay it here. If you're interested in San Antonio, you might want to lay it now because they're probably not going to lay any less. Maybe if, he is ruled out of the game, because right now it's a questionable status. Maybe if he is ruled out of this game, it will move a little bit the other way, because I think, like I said, I think it's kind of in the mix, in the soup here, that he is probably going to play. So if he doesn't, maybe it goes down to 4.5. I don't think it's going to go down to 2.5 or 1.5, because part of the move to the line is the fact that San Antonio basically crushed them in that last game. There with Castle having the big game. So we'll see. We got to get Wemby's status here, but they're favored by 5, more like 5.5 here. Let me update that. I think 5.5 is a true line pretty much everywhere here. And the total about 219 here in this one. So let's go to the chat pros and see what you have to say with this matchup today. San Antonio's won 16 of their last 19 and gone 5-7 against the spread in their last 5-2 against the spread in their last 7. San Antonio's won 8 of the last 11 games against Portland, 4-2 ATS in the last 6. Portland's done well to go 12-6 in the last 18 games, including 4-1 at home. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under. The last game did go over in the 120 to 108 win there for San Antonio, but the first two games of the series did go under. When San Antonio won 111-98 and 106-103. And let's go ahead and see what you have here in this one. I mean, Portland fine at home, 25-16 ATS, but we know San Antonio 24-18 against the spread on the road was pretty solid as well, no doubt about it. So San Antonio's rolling and continues to outclass mid-tier teams like this. When the chips are down, they got tough there in that last game without Wemby and went right on by. Like Portland didn't even have a chance in there in the second half of the game. Remember, they outscored them in the fourth quarter, or they outscored them in the second half by 20 points to pull away there for the win. So Portland here, despite their struggles, they are trending under. They play a little bit better defense at home. They're under in 8 of their last 12 and 5 of their last 6 against San Antonio, and they do play a slower pace at home, despite the fact that they are 25-16 to the over. But as the playoffs have come down here, I think that's been more what we've seen from Portland right now. And San Antonio is 18-24 to the under on the road, and Portland is 18-26 to the under as an underdog. So I think San Antonio controls the game again. I think San Antonio wins the game again, and I'm going to lay more points on the road here in this Sunday with the Spurs -5. Let's see what the chat pros, chat all-stars have to say here in this one. Got R. Tom's taking the Spurs on the money line on the road. Robert's laying it with the Blazers here. Barr says Spurs money line and over. Kane is on the Spurs here. Greg Gibson says 112-109. LAOB, I think that means Blazers right there. 9 Legacies on the Trailblazers as well. Kane says they beat him good without Wemby. Imagine if he's in today. Andrew says King Esteban Castle here, great guy. He says here his uncle, Hard Will's big Knicks fan. How about Jordy's going to say take the Spurs on the money line, but take a Villa on his points over there, 25, I believe. Kane says maybe it's an overtime here. Out of the 3 games on the board, he thinks the Raptors have the best OT shot today in this one. So I'm going to take the Spurs. This will be a key game for both of those, for all these road teams today that have the 2-1 lead, obviously. So let's get to the next one. With the Celtics on the road here by, 7.5. Let's put a little hook on there. There we go. Okay, so the Celtics are favored now by 7.5 here over the Sixers, and another situation where we're waiting injury status update on Joel Embiid, but he's doubtful. He's not out, but very doubtful here. So maybe, just maybe, this is a no-go for Embiid today. The line looks like that as well with 7.5 here, and 213.5. So it does seem like the in line maybe indicates that he will not be in there, and that's probably the case. He's still recovering from that appendicitis. Boston's won 8 of their last 10. They are just 2-5 in their last 7 games ATS against Philadelphia. Boston's 10-4 though ATS in their last 14. Philadelphia's covered 4 of their last 5, won 4 of their last 6. Philadelphia's gone under in 9 of their last 10 games. 6 straight games between these two teams have gone under, and Boston's gone under in 4 of 5, including the first 3 games, obviously, of this series. All unders here, and I put a hook on there because it looks like 213.5, but I got to think we're heading to the under again in this one. Boston, 15-26 to the under on the road. Also, 21-37 to the under as a favorite during the regular season. Philadelphia was 15-23 to the under as an underdog. So I think this is going to be a big time under here in this game. I'd be surprised if, Philly probably might not get 100 here in this one. They were held to 91 points in game one. Yeah, Boston was held to 97 in game two when Philly surprised them on the road, but Boston has since come back, held them to 100 last game, and took the 2-1 series lead. So I think we get a Boston game here where they're going to probably hold Philly down under their team total here for sure. And I like this one to go under 213 today between the Celtics and the 76ers. Oubre also is on the injured list today, questionable. Probably will play, but let's go to the chat here in this one. Let's see what you got.
Final.
Celtics for our tops here. Power, you guys are talking hockey in there today. Here's bars on Philadelphia plus the points, so says that'll be enough. Look, the game landed basically on the spread last game. It ended up Boston -9, so they didn't cover. They were 7 early. I took the Sixers and lost +7. Boston won by 8. If you waited and took Philly later on, they were getting 9. Early bettors on Boston won, late bettors lost. It went from 7 to 9. The game landed 8. So maybe it will be around there again anyways. Here's Robert on the under 9 legacy. Likes the Sixers. Jordy says he'll take the Celtics and do Maxey over in his 25. I like Jordy's strategy of, helping his money lines by
Final.
But I am always afraid of the negative correlation with the opponent. Sometimes I understand this is basketball. You're going to score a lot of points anyways, but just that like majority here taking Maxey to have a big, a good strong game, but yet Celtics money line. So that's the only thing about the Jordy strat. I like when I see him picking the team that's going to win. I do like that a little bit more, but hey, this is Jordy's strategy and it works for him, so I'm going to trust him on that. But I just think the negative or reverse correlation there is what always concerns me when I see those. Greg here, 109 to 104. Robert's taking the Sixers, though, today. Var says, look, are the Celtics really going to shoot that well? Again, the ball movement, though, pretty solid. All right, closer game. Philly still loses, though. Greg likes it to be close. Okay, one more here on Sunday in the 4-game card here. And, well, we got the Lakers on the road here against the Rockets in this one. Rockets are favored here by 5 again. I mean, this is the first time in NBA history, I think, or a second time, I think, that, the series favorite that was favored on the road in the first 2 games came back and favored that has lost all 3 games. The Rockets have basically fizzled out like a starship without any fuel left, and they're twirling in the stratosphere here. Not a great time here to be a Rockets fan, but even I gotta think today is the day. I mean, they blew that game so bad. They if they would have won that, or if they would have won that game or not blown that lead, I think they actually would have went on to a cover there. But they just played so poorly there
Final.
at the end, flubbed it up there
Final.
big time, let the Lakers back in the game. The Lakers come back, send the game into overtime and win the game over the hapless Rockets. I think this one, the veteran Laker team, we still waiting injury updates
Final.
on this one too,
Final.
although it seems like it is going to be, Luka is definitely out. We'll see about KD. He's got the ankle injury. We never know with this guy right now. Also, Austin Reeves back on the injured list here for the Lakers right now. So About ready to go here with Chelsea and Leeds. Man, Chelsea is just a minus $1.10 on the three-way, but they're playing bad. They should be able to do it here against Leeds, I would think. But all right, we're just about ready to start in the FA Cup semifinals here. See who's going to play in the FA Cup finals. All right. So, anyway, I think the Lakers. I think their time is up here, at least on this trip. Anyway, I don't have a problem here necessarily with the Lakers eventually getting the win here, but I think they could. I think they're gonna lose one. I think the Rockets going to get the money here. I think they're going to redeem themselves a little bit here in this game, and I will take them and lay the 5 points here in this one today. Yeah, have the Rockets been absolutely dreadful? Yes, they have, but they got to get one here, I would think, at home right now. The laying 5 might even be tough to lay that, but I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to take the Rockets one time, the one-timer. We're gonna get a free kick here in 30 seconds into the game. That's how bad things are going here for Chelsea. I mean, this is like a real attempt too. This is like a real close range. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the picks. Just to the top of the box. Power Critter here is on Philly, or is on Philly there in that other one. Bar's got the over in this one, and great 0.9 legacy. Okay, I didn't know that gives you better odds if you take the other team. That's great that the sportsbook does that. That is important to know. I didn't know that they did that. That's wild. Cash King says Rockets on the spread. LALB, of course, has the Lakers to win the series. Bar says the Lakers are going to get cooked in the next round. Greg says the Lakers own Houston. Will they do it today? Robert likes the Lakers, though, to get it done. Not going to deny these Lakers right now. R. Tom says her daughter's going to the game. She likes the Lakers, so you got to take them here and root for them here. Look, I'm a Lakers fan, too. I think the Rockets going to grab one here, but hey, if you're a Lakers fan, and I am, Lakers, go ahead and wrap it up. I think I'm just kind of thinking, the Lakers are, a veteran team like the Lakers, definitely a team that would never walk through, give a team a game or anything like that. But a veteran team sometimes will have problems, closing it out, especially if a team is supposedly supposed to be. It's funny that the Rockets ended up as such a favorite in the series, right? When the Lakers had the home court advantage to begin the series with, remember? Did they really play? Of course, Luka was out. That was part of it. But still, to be favored in those road games like that, yeah, maybe because of Luka, but... Okay, let's see. King James poke away, score a 3-pointer, send the game into overtime, says Cash Kane. Lakers may just take the home game, but they could sweep them here too. Şengün, 20 points. There's the same thing. Well, Jordy says the Lakers on the money line, and then Şengün to have 20 points. Okay. Don't give LeBron GOAT status, says 9 legacy. He did not build the legacy anywhere. Yeah, no, you're everyone who never going to get any sympathy from me. LeBron, definitely, to me, one of the best players in league history. Greg says the Lakers will win tonight. And let's see here. Rockets to blow the boys out. Even Kane says the Rockets can take it here. Oh, that was a terrible kick. Oh, gosh. Okay. Everyone thinks they won't get swept, but they will get swept. Get the corn broom out. The corn broom. I didn't even know what a corn broom was. Now I do. 10 or better. So the Rockets here. And LALB says LeBron to get a double-double in this one. I think I might get a double-double after this show. Okay, that's it for basketball, I guess. And I'm on the Rockets there. So, okay, good card, though, today. Non-stop hoops. We're hooping all day here, but we're also pucking all day. Let's go to the hockey here right now and look at our 4-game card here and get it going with some great games here coming up. And we're going to go to 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific with the Sabres taking on the Bruins here in this one. Sabres going to go with Lyon here again after last game. Had a pretty good performance there for the Sabres when they went up 2-1 with that win last time. Swayman here, Bruins backs not necessarily to the wall yet, but you got to win one here. So far it's gone. Sabres, Bruins, Sabres. What's going to happen in this game? The Bruins are so good at home this season. They were terrible on the road. Buffalo, once they started going, they were winning. It didn't matter if they were home or away. But we're in the playoffs now, and maybe the Bruins can shine through a little bit. Bruins have still won 16 of their last 20 at home, even though they're just 3-7 straight up in their last 10 games. Buffalo's still won 15 of their last 19 on the road and 6 of their last 8 overall here. But Bruins and Buffalo have gone under in 5 of their last 6 games here in Boston. And also, Bruins have gone under in 7 of their last 10 overall. Let's see what you have here in this one. I have a feeling that Boston here may be able to grab another one here. We've been rooting for the Sabres. I'm on the Sabres to win that in a nice futures play here right now. So I don't want to necessarily say, hey, I'm going with the Bruins here because I'm hedging my futures bet. I'm a long way from cashing that futures bet. So I don't think it's any problem if I want to take Boston here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think Boston gets another one here. I hope Buffalo can still, hang in this series and eventually win it here. They're still got the home, they're in charge of the series. Make no mistake right now, even if, Boston wins here. So I'm going to go ahead and take Boston, though, here in this one. I think that they can grab this one. Let's see what you guys have, though, in the chat here. I'm definitely mostly just looking at Boston's excellent home record. Buffalo certainly was pretty strong on the road as well. So no problem. I'm not dissing Buffalo here right now. We do know that Josh Norris here, he's going to be questionable today for Buffalo. It's a notable injury there. Buffalo's form is just incredible, no doubt about it. 6-2 in their last 8. That road run is good. The stronger goal differential right now. Boston's 3-7 skid is concerning, but TD Garden is a fortress long term for these guys. I think the Bruins in their current form and Boston's road efficiency is good, but I think the value is a little bit flipped here since you have Buffalo here. It's a pick 'em right now. It looks like maybe Boston just a slight favorite. I have it $1.15 there on the screen. So, very fair and equitable price for either team here. But I'm going to go ahead and take Boston here in this one to win. This is going to be a classic playoff style matchup. And look, total here is 6 under 15. So far, 2 of the 3 games have gone under in this series. The first one was 4-3. The next one was 4-2. The next one's 3-1. It's just getting lower score, tighter games here. I imagine it could get over 4 today, but it might not. Both teams allow under 3 goals per game. Buffalo plays tighter on the road, so expect that team to be kind of controlled here. Fewer rush chances today. Maybe if I would have went with the total, you would have heard me say what I'm kind of intimating here, but I'll take Boston as my play. Let's see what the chat says here with this one. Okay, here we go. Good point, Bar. Who is the face of the NBA after LeBron? And is LeBron currently? I mean, I think, SGA is a very charismatic player, handsome young man, very, very respectful. You think of the way Oklahoma City's done it here, and, when they do their little cute thing where they all gather around a player there a little bit. SGA is a big-time star, man. These numbers are for real. Who else could who else do you think? Maybe Jason Tatum. I mean, he's definitely a great. Although I think Tatum, for some reason, the fans are not big Tatum. I think he's great, but for some reason, I think fans kind of, I don't know if they think he's soft or whatever. But okay, here's Nuke on the Bruins, but Var's on the Sabres. Kane is on the Bruins here. Robert is going under. Blake's going here with the Bruins. Nick's going to be on the Sabres here today. And like I said, I'm on the Sabres long term here. I'm rooting for that to come through. 9 legacy, though, on the Bruins today. Bar's scared of that under. R. Tom says Bruins money line and under. And they should have. Nick Kane says they should have won the last game. Greg says 3-2 Bruins here at home. And Kane says question people on the Sabres. Oh boy, Bruins puck line. LALB says, hey, how about an all Boston parlay? Jordy likes the Sabres on the puck line. Could be Wemby, although, you don't really see. What about the fact that he is a foreign player there? Does that change anything, Bar, on that? 9 legacy loves. Jason Tatum could be SGA. Anthony Edwards, he's a superstar player. Really bummed what happened there for him there, obviously. AJ DeBansa is going to be awesome. Okay, Wemby reminds Kane of Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was, first of all, underrated and overlooked at Wake Forest. I don't want to go back that far. I'm getting old. Okay. All right. But man, was he good? Was Tim Duncan just great? All right, here we go. Is this it for the Kings today? Oh man, Colorado's $1.65 here, so I don't necessarily want to lay $1.65 here. It's $1.75 now. I put on the graphic there. I'm the one that does the graphic, but there's $1. I don't think it's quite that high.
Final.
I'll put $1.65. That seems like the most logical line here, although there's some $1.70 out there a little bit as well here. Kings are down 3-0 now. Colorado's won $1 billion in a row. The Kings have lost all these games in a row. It's all over for the Kings. Colorado's won 6 straight. Kings have lost 5 straight. Kings have also lost 9 of their last 11 at home against Colorado. Colorado's gone under in 10 of their last 11 games. The Kings have gone under in 6 of their last 9. And the Kings can't score. So you got to figure the way this series is going now. I will say, Colorado here won the last game 4-2, so it did go over 6, but the previous 2 games were 2-1 and 2-1. So maybe on the road it does go a little bit over here, but with the Colorado Avalanche playing as well as they are, they feel like they have the Kings number right now, and I don't know if the Kings can hit. Maybe they can stay within a goal here and force something. I don't know. Let's see what you got here. I'll just go to the chat. Not lamenting the Kings being eliminated, but look, this is a strong trend and form alignment, as you'll see. Colorado 6-0 in their last 6, 9-0 in their last 9 on the road, just 6 straight against the Kings. What do you want? The Kings are 0-5 in their last 5. They struggled in this matchup. Even at this price, it looks like just a clear mismatch, unfortunately. LA also trending under a little bit. I've got to lean there to the under. Let me I'll take Colorado on the puck line here. Kings will probably pull the goalie tonight, and I'll take Colorado here to win it on the puck line and eliminate the Kings. All right, let's see if the chat says here. Avalanche on the money line. Avalanche on the money line. Avalanche under here for our tops. Avalanche on the puck line for Nuke with me. I'm with him. Greg says 4-1. Colorado 9 legacies. The Kings can take this one today. Boy, I hope so. Who's gonna Where are the goals? Where are the goals? Robert says under first period in this one. And Kings, started with the Fiala injury, right? You wonder where they would have been. Is this onside? If it is, oh, what a save! Was it offside? No, I think it's just an incredible save there uh, by Chelsea. Leeds almost scored. Man, Chelsea still struggling here. Jordy's on the Avalanche money line. And Kane says, maybe the Kings win because really the Avalanche have dominated. Maybe they'll just take one game off there a little bit, I think. Is that what we're saying? Maybe so. All right, no goal first period is plus money. First 10, no goal first 10. Sorry, Robert. No goal in the first 10 if it's plus money in that one. And will it be, though? Because no goal in the first two periods if you're the Kings. All right, they're just going to have to, get better offensively if they're going to do anything. Yeah, it would be nice if they had a full strength, but all right, that's it. Let's move on here on the hockey. Okay. Lightning here right now on the road, taking on the Canadians. Lightning $1.15 in this one. Total 6 under at minus 115. And again, I just can't stop going back to the fact that the Canadians are a slight underdog in this series. They're clearly outplaying Tampa Bay here right now. They're up 2-1 in the series. Look, the teams finished tied in points, yet we still keep putting Tampa Bay up here as a favorite. Canadians won the last one pretty impressively there. They won the game 3-2 to take that 2-1 lead in the series here. Yeah, they did lose. They did win a game on the road, so they're in control here in the series right now. And I just can't believe that they're a slight dog even here coming into this one. Kings have been so strong here down the stretch, man. And Tampa's been struggling a little bit. They've lost 6 of 9 coming in. They've lost 4 of the last 5 to Montreal. They've lost 5 of their last 6 on the road. Montreal's won 7 of 9, 13 of their last 7 of 9 at home, 13 of their last 14 games overall, man. 13 of their last 17 games overall. So Montreal's been terrific. And like I said, you just wonder in the Eastern Conference, with as solid as Carolina has been, and we're making fun of, some of the other Eastern Conference teams here, but, Montreal has looked as good as anybody, and maybe overlooked here a little bit. 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two teams have gone under. Tampa's gone under in 5 of 7. Montreal's gone under in 10 of their last 15. 2 of these first 3 games did go under here in this series. So, this is a hot, highly contested game. You got Dobish in here. 90% save percentage right now. Vasilevsky, we know he's great as well. So could be some good goaltending here. Let's see what you guys have here in this one. Go to the chat here. Lightning to get one says Kane Habs on the money line here for 9 legacy. I'm taking Montreal. I just can't stand the fact that they continue to be a slight dog in this series, in this situation, when maybe they were is equal, if not better, than Tampa Bay. So our Tomps is on the under here. Nuke is on Montreal. Blake is on the under, and Robert is going to go with Montreal. I think we're getting a great price on this Montreal team. This is as good as they've been, it feels like, in decades right now for the Habs. I think they've won a series somewhere in here, haven't they? Did they win over last? It's been so long since they've been really good. So maybe this year they can get something done. I'll take them here to beat Tampa Bay. The Oilers are taking on the Ducks, and the total's already 8. No, it's not really, but hey, we just did get word right now that, and I think we knew it, but let me just pass it along, that the news is out, at least in Minnesota. And what we feared here with Anthony Edwards, he is out indefinitely right now. Hopefully that just means a game or two or three, and maybe he can. Uh, it was officially diagnosed here. Let me get this straight. I think I have it here as a just what we said, hyperextended knee. Yes. So hyperextended knee here for Anthony Edwards. So that's going to be, problem moving forward here, obviously. And now with their point guard out, really a bummer here right now for these guys. But here we go. Sustained bone bruise and hyperextension in his left knee and is expected to miss multiple weeks. So if and when Minnesota can win this series over Denver, probably going to miss the next series. And man, I would imagine that he could even miss. Maybe he could be back for the NBA Finals if they can win without him. So to miss multiple weeks for Anthony Edwards here with that knee injury, and you've already lost your starting point guard, Dante DiVincenzo, with a ruptured Achilles tendon. What a bad day here. I guess the only guy who's had a worse day would be the president. All right. Let's see what we have here. Did I cover this one yet with Edmonton? I'm talking about the Anthony Edwards here story. Bummed out about that.
Critical notice.
There it is right there. Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards' knee. There, it just came across the critical notice. I beat the critical notice again. Okay, so, all right, let's talk about this one, though. Edmonton against Anaheim here. And look, the story was with this series is the goals, all the goals, both teams scoring at will. And I'm not kidding about the total here at 7 over. There are 7.5s out there. This is a playoff game where, by unwritten rule or history, you just automatically, usually when you get to the playoffs, you just lop a half a goal off these totals. It seems like, even though, yes, I think the perception is going to be high score between these two. God, look at how bad Chelsea's looking there. As bad as it's been here right now, usually it goes the other way, right? Playoffs come, you go a half a goal lower. With this one, it seems like we've actually gone the other way. I mean, yes, they were already high-scoring teams, but I'm seeing 7.5 under 30 here at some spots, 7 over 15, 7 over 20. Will we get that type of game here today with Ingram and Dostal here? The Ducks are flying, that's for sure right now. And I want to say Edmonton feels like they've been caught up here a little bit. Obviously, they've lost the last two games 13-8 here right now. And the Ducks just look terrific all of a sudden, at least offensively. Nobody looks good defensively here right now. So Edmonton did win the first game at home 4-3. Of course, got stunned 6-4. And even though the score was 7-4 last game, it was a close game all the way. The Ducks got all those other goals late here, and they were able. Oh, the Blues have scored here, and a big man. What a job here by a good job by Chelsea. It was a big mistake defensively there. Great kick there to get it all the way down and the header in, and Chelsea has the lead. That was I've been making fun of Chelsea this whole game, but that was well done. That was some Chelsea really showing the power there, even though it was a header home. But the goalie booting the ball there 3/4 of the way down, and big mistake there by Leeds, though, defensively for sure. Okay, let me go to the chat here though a little bit, and look, I just can't explain to you. I mean, uh, Anaheim's gone over in 7 of their last 8 at home. Edmonton's gone over in 5 of their last 6 on the road. It wasn't just about this series. Even coming in, they were kind of going high scores. We know that both these teams were, are always going to be two of the highest scoring teams. The Ducks, for a time, were just incredible there with their goal scoring this season. We know they finished here mid pack in the league, but they were kind of up and down. And of course, they're very they have a lot of power plays. They should be better on the power play. They're really not. Anaheim's lost 9 of 13 coming in. They were kind of going the opposite direction. Edmonton, though, had lost 6 of 9, and they have owned the series though a little bit, 13-7 against Anaheim here. So this one. Look, I'm going to go over. I'm still into it, man. Give me the over here. I think it's going to be, it's tough because you got to get 8 goals. I mean, 7's going to be a push every time, but as long as there's 7, juice to the over. The 7.5. Look, I know it's the same odds if you take it right now, and you probably get a little bit of plus money, but let's see what you think here in this one. Edmonton, they're going to have more talent. Did see some young talent here again for Anaheim, man. Some new young guys stepping up here. We did see in that last game with that late goal rush there a little bit how strong that the Ducks, they got a big future too. I mean, young talent. We saw Beckett Seneke there with that goal showing up there for the first time. So, okay. Edmonton also over in 4 of their last 5. Anaheim over in 6 of their last 7. 5 of the last 6 meetings have gone over. Both teams allow nearly 3.5 goals per game. Neither team's interested in knocking people around and suppressing the pace a little bit. So, you could say that, hey, maybe this is the one to go under, and that's fine. You could be contrarian, but it seems like I'm going over here. I'm going over. Let's see what the chat's doing here. Oilers and Ducks, last game of the hockey segment here. Anaheim for 9, Legacy. Ducks money line for Blake. LALB says under, what's that, under 2.5 full. It's going to take a 2-1 game. No, I think I don't know what I'm looking at there. Greg says 4-2 Oilers. I don't think LALB is doing that. Must be trying to figure out, what is it saying, under a team total for one of the teams maybe. Greg says Denver will win. Here's over for Robert. Bill Eagle Flyer likes the Ducks plus 1.5 and over 5.5. That'll pay off even money. Thank you, Philly Eagle Flyer. And Greg says, I don't know what he's talking about there with I think he's on the Nuggets.
Final.
Okay.
Final.
I guess that's it for the hockey. I'm going to take the over in this one. I'm going to have some premiums, though, in there, so make sure you're subscribed up with me if you want a few more picks on these. Let's go to baseball. We've got to get this 16-game card knocked out here. So grab your pens, pencils, and rotation orders. There is one doubleheader, Colorado and the Mets. We'll cover just the first game. Colorado's going to try to piece together their pitching here, I think, in the second game. So we might not have a great look
Final.
at that second game. So stay tuned. Usually in a game like that, I'll send out a free play on it, just see what happened in the first game. Just kind of wait a little bit on that. Okay, here we go with our baseball. Phillies and Braves here in this one, and this total's already started to move. I couldn't believe it. It was 8.5 earlier, but I think it's down to 8 right now. I almost thought, man, are we really crediting the offenses so much here? I mean, Chris Sale's been incredible. The total's all the way down to 8 flat here right now, and yeah, maybe even a little higher than 170. Braves are maybe $1.80 right now. It doesn't seem to make much sense on the surface here, even with the Philly losing streak. But I just think that Sale has been so strong this year, and Nola has not been that great so far. 5 ERA here. Sale 2.79 ERA, but a 1.0 whip here with 29 strikeouts. I think the Braves are probably going to get him here, and I'm willing to lay this puck line, run line. Not a great price. I'll just say it like that right now. I don't know. I'm giving it out as a free play here because I want to go with something, and I think the Braves are going to win, and I think they can maybe get this one right now because of the pitching advantage. Now, I think Nola can get up for this game. I think he'll be challenged here a little bit to pitch well with Sale going today, but we did just see this line move come in a little bit here on the under, and it's all the way down here to 8. I gotta think it's going to be a pretty low score, a pitcher's duel here, and I think Atlanta. I'm going to go ahead and lay Atlanta here on the run line in this one. Not liking the price, but I got to choose something here. And with that total going down a little bit, I'm going to go with the run line here on Atlanta in this one at -1.5 and plus $1.10 or so. Give me the Braves here in this one against the Phillies on the run line. Let's see what you think about this one here today. And look, the Phillies had that big time struggle here, and I'm not saying that they cleared it here. They did finally win yesterday, 8-5. So good job by the Phillies to get that win. And we'll see how it propels them into today's game against a guy like Chris Sale, who pretty much is, pitching very, very well. Philadelphia is 9-18 this season. They're also 1-6 as a run line underdog. Meanwhile, Atlanta is 16-8 as a run line favorite. Give me Atlanta here in this one. They're the better team right now. We know that. Right now, they're the better team. Maybe the Phillies can hopefully get this together soon, but Atlanta has won 9 of their last 11. Phillies have obviously lost 11 of 12 now. Also, Olsen, Riley, Acuna, they all hit Nola well, and the Philly bats do grade out cold against Sale. So the BPP is heavily in Atlanta's favor, in my opinion, in this game. Add in Atlanta's elite bullpen, 3.23 ERA, and I think it is going to be a multi-run win here for the Braves. Both teams trending over recently. I don't think they are necessarily trending over for the season. If Nola gets hit early, this game's going to open up despite Sale's presence. He always kind of gets a lead, and then he'll give some up. Hopefully doesn't give up the whole thing here. We'll see how this one goes. Let's see what the chat says about this game, however. Billy Eagle Flyer says it'll be tied after the second inning. Farley says go under. LALB says take an Murphy. Robert's on the under here. Kane's under first 5. 9 Legacy says Phillies run line. Phillies team total over. Okay, he's got the Phillies to play well here. Look, it's not beyond the Phillies, and if they didn't have a losing streak of 9 out of 10, it probably wouldn't be 180 in this game. Nola's going to come around eventually and be a little bit better than this, I'm sure. But Sale, I mean, this is almost vintage Chris Sale right now. Stay healthy, Chris. All right, the Red Sox and their new manager here, Chad Tracy, the former major leaguer, was coaching down in AAA. They brought him in. They couldn't promote anybody from within because I think everybody got blowed out here. And the Red Sox, when you get that new manager, right, you get the new manager bump for one day maybe, right? And you wonder if they, kind of come through. Well, I think yesterday is when they had 17 runs. I think that's when they kind of came through with the new manager bump. So they might have did all their new manager bump all in one game there yesterday. Maybe it will be tough here against Baltimore, actually, with now processing. It was such a whirlwind of events yesterday for Boston to have the game pushed up to noon or pushed back to noon, whatever, and Probably, I don't think, maybe the writing's been on the wall here. You guys called it in the chat. Didn't someone say, like, the manager when they're going to fire Cora or something like that? And it did happen. So you wonder what was going on, what the team actually knew or felt, because they, blew them out, scoring 17 runs. So I just feel like this is a bad situation here necessarily for Baltimore in this one. In this game, and I have a feeling it might be the opposite. It might be 17-1 today in favor of Baltimore. But let's give Connerly early some credit here. 2.88 ERA, 1-1 record. So the young pitcher can keep this team in the game. Kyle Bradish has been fine. 3.96 ERA, 1-2 record coming in. 1.76 WHIP is not great here, but I just have problems, I think, with Boston between the ears here, I think, in this game. Look, numbers-wise, you might even think that Boston's probably pretty live here in this game to win, especially as an underdog after, blowing somebody out. Now, don't forget, they still are 10-17, but Baltimore's just 13-14. Boston's 1-6, though, as an underdog, and Baltimore is 10-7 as a favorite so far. Now, Boston has won 7 of the last 8 meetings between the two teams here in Baltimore, and they've won 5 of the last 6 overall. It's just that, Boston's off to this bad start, so bad that they had to fire the manager yesterday. Baltimore's gone over in 8 of their last 10 at home. They've gone over in 6 straight as well. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under, but with these bullpens a little bit, I would have concerns here. Boston's owning this matchup here of late. Bradish should have he's got a good matchup against Boston in the BVP, despite the fact that he may not have the best numbers out of the staffs in this game. But you look at Bradish against Boston hitters, Story, 1 for 12, IKF, 1 for 6. Who else here? I got some others. Yoshida, 1 for 7. So I'm going to take Baltimore here in this one over Boston. I'm going to play a little bit of the emotional game here. I don't know if they're even $1.40 better, but I'm going to take them here. In fact, yeah, it's $1.40. Let's see what the chat says. I think, we'll see. I think Chad Tracy. Let's see what happens with the interim manager here. I guess Boston's a type of team that is supposed to go out and get an established manager, but let's see what Chad Tracy. I mean, he was a pretty nice player. Wasn't a star or anything like that, but. Okay, here we go. Orioles first 5 for Bobby Mack. 9 Legacy is going here on the Red Sox. Blake is on the over here. And Philly Eagle Flyer we're talking Rangers baseball. He's talking Rangers soccer. Barr's on the over. Greg says 5-3 Atlanta. Farley's on the over here in this one. Nick says the O's need this series. And Philly Eagle Flyer is on the O's. And let's see, Terrell's here. He says, good morning. He'll take the Red Sox. He'll take some early action. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here. LALV's on the O's. Greg says, what happened to Philly? Okay, thank you, Nuke. See you later. Heading off to the church there. Okay, Bradish over on his outs for LALV. Greg says take a Boston win 4-3. And hello to Smoke and Mirrors. Great to have Smoke there. Love seeing Smoke there over with the guys on the show there across the street. Those guys are doing a great job. I'm going to join them one of these days if I can get up the courage to join them. Okay, let's see here. 9 Legacy likes Chad Tracy. Says Red Sox new manager is good because he was just the average player. Superstar players never made good coaches. Yeah, look, Chad Tracy was a nice player. He played with Washington. I'm trying to think of some others, but it's funny. Most managers are catchers. I mean, almost like think about all the managers. How many are catchers right now? It's got to be over 15 of them, right? Andrew K says Cora will end up on the Phillies. Wow, that would be. I don't know. I thought it might be it for Cora here. Remember, he's been dogged by controversy, obviously, in his career. Okay, what did I take on that one? Did I announce it there? Yeah, I took the Orioles. Okay, Guardians and Blue Jays here in this one with Patrick Corbin Day here going for the Blue Jays and Slade Ciccone for Cleveland here in this one. For Toronto here, they've lost 2 of 3, but they did win the last one yesterday by the score of 5-3 to get a much-needed win here. Cleveland is 15-13. Toronto 11-15. They need to get it going here right now, and they might have the right situation to do it. I know everybody makes fun of Corbin here, but Toronto went out and got him. He's got a 3.68 ERA, no record, but Ciccone, he came into the rotation last year, had many starts, but right now 6.2 ERA and 0-3 record. You got to wonder if he's long for the major leagues right now. Maybe he needs to go back and get a little bit of a tune-up in the minor leagues a little bit. So we'll see about that. It feels like this is finally a decent spot here. Maybe Toronto can get another game here and start building back a little bit after that slow start to the season. And Cleveland wants to keep winning too, obviously. They got a good start to their season, but I'm going to go over in this one. Cleveland's 9-6 to the over on the road. Toronto is showing some over tendencies here so far as well, including 8-6 to the over at home, 9-7 to the over as a favorite. 6 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams have gone over. Toronto's gone over in 5 straight at home. I got to go over in this one with Slade Ciccone going. Give me the over with Cleveland and Toronto at 8 runs. 8.5. Well, that's fine. It is 8/20 here at the South Point. And, I'm on the South Point. I'm on all these Vegas apps here. I'm on the South Point. I'm going to look at that here. It said 8/20 here at the South Point. All right, there it is. South Point app. All right. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to bother with that. Let me see what you guys have in the chat here. It's going to be Terrell says, yeah, you got those bench players right. And catchers, the thing is, the catchers, right, they're like coaches on the field, too. A lot of catchers. Catchers always make for the best managers. Blue Jays get on the money line, total to go over. Okay, let's see here. Just seeing about that mass shooting in Indiana. Hope everything's cool there, man. Just every day, right? Blake, Toronto first 5. LALB says over. Robert's on the over as well. Jay's money line for Farley, and Cleveland's 0-5 with Ciccone here, says Terrell. And that's one of my favorite stats to look at. Here's Andrew K over 3.5. Once we start to get a few starts in, I like to look at the team money with a certain pitcher pitching, because I believe that when you get solid in the rotation after a few times around, that certain games work out better than others. Some guys have to pitch with a lesser lineup. Some teams get their stars the same day off every time, and things like that. So I like that. Terrell likes it too. And Ciccone's bad, but then they're not getting run support either. That's part of the thing. Okay. All right, now here we go. We're only going to cover the first game of the doubleheader here with Colorado and the Mets. We'll talk about the second game, but we'll just mention it in passing.
Final.
We don't know for sure, I don't think. Now, most of the sites are listing Jose Quintana, so it is feeling more and more solid that Quintana will get the start. But you got Nolan McLean here. Look, as much as the as much as the Mets have struggled here right now, and it's been bad, and you're like, hey man, I can't do 210 right now with the Mets the way they're going. I think with Nolan McLean, you can. Quintana, 6.23 ERA, 0-2 record. McLean, 2.67 ERA, but a wild 0.76 whip here. We know the Mets are going to be better. They've lost Frankie Lindor now here, but Soto is at least back here in this one. I like the Mets here on the run line. You got to take something here, and I'm not taking Colorado going up against Nolan McLean right now. He almost had he had a terrific start last time out. One of the few things that seems to be going right with the Mets right now is Nolan McLean. Colorado's still lost 10 of their last 15. They've also lost 8 of the last 9 against the Mets here, and Colorado just 4-10 on the road. Yes, they're a little bit better. They're not that much better. Like I said, I don't know if I said it here, but 5 of the 6 teams who are currently in last place finished last season with records over 500. The only team that's back in last place that was also in last place last year, even though they're a lot better this year, is Colorado. There is parity in the league, but Colorado, I know everyone, we're pumping them up a little bit, but they're still bad. They're just not grotesquely bad, I guess. So I'm going to take the Mets here on the run line. Even this is a free play. It's on the free show here because probably can't go premium with these guys, right? I mean, this game is a fade of Colorado. It's not pumping up the Mets. The Mets are unreliable, but this is one of the few spots they're going to hold a clear edge right now. I'm sure the Mets will be a little bit better. They're not going to win 60 games. Not the 1970s here with this one right now. So I'm going to take the Mets here on the run line in this one. I think this is the one where they can pull it off. Look, I know we kind of picked on them here the last couple of days. We didn't get to do it yesterday there, obviously, with the rain out. But, I'm going to have to buck a pretty serious trend here because the Mets are 5-13 as a run line favorite, and Colorado's 17-10 as a run line underdog. But I'm willing to go with the Mets here today because of the man, Nolan McLean, here against Colorado. He's definitely great. He's worth watching. And let's see here. Okay, it's going to be Robert's on, I think, the under here. He's also likes the Mets. He thinks it'll be about 5-2. Hello to SF Niner here. And he's saying, waiting on this tennis to see if he can bet some more. Is he going to bet more tennis? Because I've got some tennis picks. I got some tennis picks coming up. We are seeing here Kostyuk. That was, if anybody's with me over on the Win Club, I've got Kostyuk over Pegula today. It looks like she's going to do the job here. She's about to go up 4-2 in the second set, possibly here, and already won the first set 6-1. So I took Kostyuk as an underdog here against Pegula today at plus $1.25. Pegula, the 5 seed, Kostyuk, the 26 seed, but I took Kostyuk, and I think she can get this one here. And wow, did she just, oh man, did Kostyuk an incredible winner right there for her after Pegula rushed the net and was able to try to smash one home after a net ball gave Pegula a great chance. She fired a shot, but not good enough, and Kostyuk put it right past her to win the game. Wow, what a shot. That puts Kostyuk in command here. 9 Legacies on the Metropolitans on the run line. And SF Niner says, who do you got in tennis here today? There are 5 matches left here in this today. And, well, gosh, I mean, they're over on winnable.com, of course. Let me see if I got one of my matches that I just bet here and didn't send anything out. Arthur Fees just started against Nava. Nava did win his first game here. I took Fees actually here in this one on the game spread. He's a $7 favorite, but I did lay the game spread with Arthur Fees if that works out, if that works for you. Sinner is blasting Moeller here. Coming up next, Nori and Tarante. Also, Capriba and Rinder Connect. Rabakana, how about Rabakana minus 3.5 games, or no, 4.5 games against Qinwen Zhang. Qinwen Zhang has not been covering at all here right now. I think she's 1-7 the last 8 on the game spread. Let me see if I got that right. I'm gonna. We could just do live shows and pick live games. That's what we should do. We should have a new format here a little bit. Let me see. Qinwen Zhang is she's failed to cover the spread in 6 straight matches on clay. So about Rabakana. Halftime with Chelsea leading leads. NYC says Mets on the run line. Farley on the Mets. Mets on the run. SF Niner says, oh, I'm picking those tennis. Nava there. Okay, oh, we went against each other. Okay. Nava girlfriend lost, so yeah, he wants to hang out. That's a good one. Okay, here we go. I'm on the Mets here. Next up will be, remember, that's the first game of a doubleheader, and the Rockies are going to, I'll tell you about the Rockies pitching in the second game here a little bit. We don't know because we just see who's going to pitch after Quintana. Hopefully he goes, they're going to need Quintana to run a little deep. That also is part of the handicap there on the Mets on the run line because in a doubleheader, yeah, you always get an extra player, but you want to get your starter to run deep. Quintana has a bit of a rubber arm. He can do it, but he might be giving up some runs. Okay. Next up, the Twins are taking on I got one new piece of news here. There is a pitching change, but it's just an opener for the Rays. The Rays love their openers, so Gavin Jacks, I believe, has moved in here to be the opener for the Rays. It's still going to be Schultens here overall. Maybe that even helps this team right now because the Rays know what they're doing when it comes to those openers, and for whatever Simeon Woods Richardson here has been pretty bad right now. Comes in here with a 5.96 ERA and an 0-3 record. Gavin Jacks has an 8 ERA and a 1-2 record, but he is just an opener here in this one, and he'll try to navigate that first inning or so, and then turn it over to Schultens, who has pretty good numbers actually, and I think it's probably a pretty good setup. I wish they didn't have the opener here, but hey, the Rays know what they're doing. Don't leave it to me. Rays have won 10 of their last 14, 6 of their last 8 at home, 5 of the last 6 against Minnesota. Minnesota's dropped 8 of 9 coming in and dropped 4 of their last 5 on the road. Minnesota's gone over in 10 of their last 14 games. Coming to this one, Tampa's won 3 straight right now. Minnesota's lost 4 straight. So look at $1.40 here. This doesn't seem like too bad of a price. I'm seeing, mostly $1.40, maybe $1.45 at the square book. So it's a little bit of a favorite here to lay on the show. We don't like to go too much higher than this, but I'm going to here in this one between Minnesota and Tampa Bay. These two teams are definitely over teams, so watch out here. 31-20 to the over, including Tampa 9-5 to the over as a favorite, and Minnesota 8-6 to the over as a dog. Let's get your comments here in this one, but I'm going to go with Tampa Bay in this one. Here we go with, Stuttgart's tied, says Jordy. Echeverry did win, says SF Niner. I know Mikey did send out Echeverry there on the overnights. So good job, Mikey. And I had Echeverry too. just for a bet, however, but I'm going to mark it a winner here with the good old Etch. You know, firing away on a bunch of tennis matches in the middle of the night. I can't go too strong. What did I have on him? I had a whopping $33, but hey, we'll take that with Etcheberry. Okay, thank you to Mikey Money. I was already on it, but good pick there by Mikey for sure. Okay, Ray's first 5 here for Blake. And also LALB, he's got his first part of parlays in the FA Cup. Robert's going over here in this one. I think so, Robert. I think you're right. I might be saving it here. I'm going to just see what we got. Might be a premium. Maybe we'll see. Farley here, Ray's money line. And SF Niner says he likes Inter Milan today. 9 legacies on the Twins. Yeah, I didn't have any sports money premiums on the first half of the card, but I think I got something for the late action here. Okay, let's keep it moving here right now. You got the Tigers taking on the Reds here, and Keter Montero's going up against Rhett Lauder. Lauder's been good. He looks like a good prospect here. Lauder, 3.1 ERA, 3-1 record. Montero, 3.68 ERA, 1-2 record coming in for the Tigers right now. They are 4-12 on the road. The Reds are 18-9, is one of the best teams in baseball here right now. And look at this price, $1.15. Now that's part because Lauder is, inexperienced, not a big name. Montero also not a big name, but maybe a little bit more familiar for baseball bettors. Still, Lauder's been terrific so far, and these numbers really, to me, give kind of a value spot here, I think, on the Reds today. I mean, we know how hot they've been. It seems like no fluke. Sure, is Detroit going to have to, get going here? Look, the Reds have won the first 2 games of this series pretty impressively, scoring 18 runs. So why can't the Reds keep it going here right now? And the Tigers are no good on the road. They've lost 12 of their last 14 on the road. They've won 10 of their last 15 overall, but the Reds have won 7 of 8 also. Tigers over in 6 of their last 7. Reds over in 8 of their last 10 at home and over in 5 of their last 7 overall. 5 straight meetings have gone over. I'm going to take the Reds here in this one, but you might be hearing from me, subscribers or followers here anyway, free subscribers maybe. Look, Montero's got good numbers. He could suppress here. It is Sunday, and, it seems like a decent pitching matchup the way he's going. He's at solid numbers here, talking about Rhett Lauder here right now. Cincinnati is, I think, the most profitable team in the league. I didn't look officially, but maybe Terrell knows. I think they're up 10 units right now, and they're strong at home. Detroit obviously struggling badly, and the Reds with this explosive offense with Sal Stewart, man. It feels like the real deal, Sal. Both teams trending over. I think Detroit's pitching and their bullpen could unravel quickly here. I've got the Reds in this one. See what the chat says, though. Okay, Reds here for Blake. SF Niner loves that plus money tennis. I took 2 underdogs as my premiums today at winnable.com. The first one may be coming home here now. Reds here for Robert. Tigers to take one, says 9 legacy. And JP Farley's on the over here. Costu could even break Pagula here. Playing tough in this game down ahead 5-3. Pagula gonna, you know how it is when she gets down on herself a little bit. We News here says go over in Cincinnati. They're nice at home. Next up, We've got the Pirates and the Brewers. Remember when the Brewers always used to beat the Pirates every game? Not anymore. Pirates have won the first 2 of this series, and they've got Carmen Majinski on the mound here going up against Kyle Harrison. Good acquisition here for Milwaukee, getting Harrison, 3.05 ERA, 1-1 record. His numbers are slightly better than Majinski, 3.28 ERA and a 1-1 record. It feels like a decent pitching matchup here between these two teams. It's just that overall, these are 2 over teams. I'm not sure I can trust them here. The 2 teams are combined 30-24 to the over, and Milwaukee's 9-4 to the over as a favorite. For Milwaukee here, struggling here right now with the losing streak, 4 losses in a row at this point. So it's not what we're expecting here all of a sudden in Milwaukee, kind of their second straight kind of bad streak here. They've already had one just like it after that good start. Pittsburgh has lost 8 of the last 10 to Milwaukee, but I'm almost willing to wash that aside here in this game because I like Majinski. Hey, I like Harrison. I like Harrison too, but Milwaukee's lost 5 of their last 6 overall, 6 of their last 8 at home. Pittsburgh's won 7 of 10 on the road. Let's see what you have here. Maybe I probably go to the total here in this one. It's going to be close. It's going to be tough, but Majinski 1.42 whip, Harrison 1.3 whip here. And like we said, when it comes to these sweeps anyway, it feels like, you got to have the sweep avoidance. Maybe this is a spot here for Harrison and the Brewers. Let's see what we have in the chat. It's going to be LALB likes the over in this one. Farley likes the Pirates on the money line here. And Robert likes the Pirates as well. Okay, you guys like the Pirates. I think I do too, but I think I'm gonna probably go to the total here in this one, in this particular matchup. Milwaukee's been sliding. We know that. Pittsburgh's been competitive, strong on the road. Brewers' offense has been inconsistent for sure, but I'm going to take the over in this one with Milwaukee and Pittsburgh here at 7.5. Give me the over in this one. Okay, Pagula did win that game, but now Kostyuk is going to be serving here in this game, possibly for the match. Okay, hopefully we're making good time. I know we keep talking about other stuff, but how about this one with the Yankees and Astros? Now, look, it's been a big series for the Yankees right now. They're really taking advantage of these Astros. But one thing that the Astros have going for them at this point is Spencer Arrighetti, if nothing else. Arrighetti in his first 2 starts has been really solid, 2.45 ERA and a 2-1 record for Luis Gil, 4.1 ERA and a 1-1 record coming into this one. I would think that Arrighetti maybe could calm the bats down a little bit here for the Yankees. We know the Astros are having their own problems hitting here, but let's see what you think in this one. Can the Astros get one, or the Yankees just keep pummeling them here right now? Spelled Arrighetti wrong. Remember, it's like Arrighetti. So let's see what you got here. Yankees are going to be favored, obviously, because they're on a roll and they've been crushing. After sweeping the Red Sox, they've already won the first 2 games of this series and scored 20 runs. And Houston's dropped 7 of their last 10 here right now. And Yankees coming in with a strong week for sure after rocking over the Red Sox here. Yankees won 8 in a row, 5 straight on the road, 4 of the last 5 against Houston as well. Houston's dropped 6 straight at home, 15 of their last 19 overall. 5 straight games between these 2 teams have gone over, and Houston's gone over in 7 of their last 8 games. But I expect the pitching to be better in this game thanks to Arrighetti, and then maybe Gil against this Houston lineup will be able to keep them a little bit in check here, I think, in this one. So got to try the Yankees again. Sorry. Look, I think Arrighetti don't want to leave and lay $1.40, but I'm going to think the Yankees, in fact, yeah, It's $1. It's not $1.40 though. It's a little bit cheaper. No more than $1.30, that's for sure. So discount Yankees, maybe a little bit of a move on the Astros. Maybe they can get it done. It just seems like the Yankees are tearing up right now, and I really what I expect is Luis Seal to have a much better start here, and I expect this actually to be a lower scoring. It's 9.5. I don't think this is a 9 as strong as the Yankees have been. I know the last 2 games they blasted them. I think under here. But my pick is going to be for sure here on the Yankees at $1.30. Okay, and look, everyone else is doing it too. Here's Blake. Here's Farley. Yanks going for a record here. Apparently, Cubs used to lose every Monday. 9 legacy Yankees for the sweep. Got the Bombers here for LA. Everybody's on the Yankees. Robert's on them first 5. So I'm not. I guess I'm with the chat here. I don't think I'd lay $1.30 as a premium in this matchup because of Arrigetti's 2 good starts here so far, and his numbers are better than Luis Gil. Okay, here we go. Next up. Oops.
Lineup.
I knew we didn't have that many games left. Still got a good half dozen or more. Nationals on the road taking on the White Sox. Big crowd expected today in Chicago. They love their White Sox all of a sudden. And for the White Sox here, it's going to be Brian Hudson here, 1.54 ERA. Kind of a tweener guy for innings here. I don't think we're going to see Hudson run deep. He is the starter here, going up against so far Foster Griffin, 3.38 ERA, 1.2 WHIP. These pitchers have been okay, but once you get into the bullpens, it all goes haywire, and then that's where you get the volatility in here. So it still is tough to try to pick a team or pick a side in the game. Kostyuk has defeated Pagula, by the way. And I've got a premium winner there at plus $1.25 or so. So, okay, for Hudson here, slight favorite here, $1.20, $1.25 or so coming into this one. The Nationals were able to come back and win yesterday on the road here by the score of 6-3 in 10 innings. There were actually 4 runs scored in the 10th inning. I had the over and got lucky to get it there by half a run. So I don't know if I'm necessarily too thrilled about trying to go back to it necessarily today, but once you get in these bullpens, that's what happened yesterday, and it kind of blew up, and they even had to go extra innings. These 2 teams are a combined 36-18 to the over here this year. White Sox are favored for just the 3rd time this season. It's in this series. They've been favored in every one. Washington 9-6 on the road. This offense does do a good job here, and Foster Griffin has looked pretty good here right now so far for these guys. So run line is a ridiculous price for sure. In fact, if you take the run line, you almost got to look at the White Sox at plus $1.70. That's hard to pass up, man. I don't know if they're any better than Washington in this game, but they're at home and they could get it done. I'm not one of those believers in, hey, I don't want my team they can't bat the 9th inning. That's priced in. That's always priced in to the line. It's no secret. Let's see what you guys think, though, in this one. White Sox have lost 7 of their last 8 at home. They've won 4 of their last 6, however. Washington's won 6 of their last 9 on the road, despite losing 6 of their last 9. White Sox have won 5 of the last 7 meetings between these 2 teams. Let me get the over in this one with the White Sox. I just said a bunch of things why that should go over, so why mess with it? Just take the over here. All right. Hello to Wine Time in the chat today. Always great to see Wine Time stopping by here. Also, let's see here. We do says the homie timeout Sox with the win by 2. How about it? I mentioned the White Sox and these crowds here this weekend. Robert here on the under, White Sox for Blake, 9 legacies on the Nationals again, and so is Farley. Got some national support in there. Next up, we got the Mariners on the road. Emerson Hancock here, 3-game winning streak for Seattle. All of a sudden, they found somebody they can beat in the St. Louis Cardinals. Had won 2 straight against them. They beat them in 6 straight overall, dating back to last season or 2 here for Seattle. They've actually won 5 of their last 7 games coming in. They've lost 8 of 10 on the road anyway, pardon me. St. Louis has lost 5 of their last 7 at home against Seattle. 5 of the last 7 games for St. Louis at home have gone over, but 4 of their last 5 have gone under here in this one. Seattle's found their stride a little bit against the Cardinals here. I probably couldn't lay this if they weren't playing the Cardinals right now, because after all, they're 3-8 on the road here are the Mariners right now, but maybe this is a better spot for them here. Seattle, like I said, they won 6 straight against St. Louis overall coming in. The Cardinals are definitely starting to trend downward here a little bit. It hasn't been an awful start to the season here, certainly at 14-12 here right now, but I'm going to end up here on the under in this game for sure with Hancock and McGreevy. Give me the under here in this one. Maybe it's a premium. I like the Mariners. I think the price is a little high. I'd probably still go with them on the free pick here, but I'm going to go under in this one. Seattle's 3-8 to the under on the road, as well as 3-8 with their win-loss record. So give me the under here in this one with the Mariners and the Cardinals. St. Louis games have definitely trended under recently, and Seattle's road offense inconsistent at best. Cardinals for VAR. Hello to Wager Detective today. Great to see Wager Detective stopping by on a Sunday. Hope all is well. Also here, let's see what else we got. Yankees run line back there. Oh, here's Wager Detective giving us his basketball. Thank you, Wager Detective. He's on those Raptors here and the over. And Raptors money line. Thank you, Wager Detective. Vars, a prize picks player. 9 legacy on the Cardinals. Cardinals NFL. Yeah. Oh, boy. Weedu does not have. He's tried to put St. Louis into there, but it didn't. I don't know if I can read that right. Didn't make his top plays, I think. Farley's on the Mariners here, and Robert is on the Cardinals. Talk about prize picks and those prediction markets. The guys last night are telling me that those guys are booking. I'm like, why don't you report them to the FBI or the CFTC? Are you guys that smart? Are you guys that smart? Talking, to my cohorts here, they believe that those companies are booking the bets and not telling the truth. Well, if that's so much, you could become famous if you could exploit that and point that out to somebody. There needs to be a market. They just don't give out. Those companies are not in the business of giving away free money because a guy goes into the bathroom before he's about to capture Maduro and put in a $400,000 bet, and then Polymarket's like, "Hey, here's $400,000. Good call." That guy's in trouble, by the way. The man who did use that inside information to make that on the Maduro capture. I guess he has a little inside info. I'm on the helicopter. Give me your phone. All right. Anyway. You can make the market, but someone's got to take the bet. All right. But they were insistent, man, and these are the things that drive me crazy. When you can't, you can't back up, what you're saying there. And if so, why aren't you telling somebody about it? Do we have this in this small world here? Like only 2 people know about this. Okay, let me get on with it here. Next up, we got to go next to the A's and the Rangers here at Globe Life here. Rangers $1.25 with Rocker going up against the Athletics and JT Ginn. Rocker here 3.48 ERA, 1-1 record. The A's with Ginn 3.7 ERA, no record to show, but he's been pretty solid here so far. Ginn with a solid whip of 1.06 so far this season for a Rocker here. Rocker comes in here with a record of 1-1. He's got a whip of 1.3 so far this season. So feels like good starting pitching here between these two guys coming in. Rocker definitely still kind of learning on the job here, but 19 strikeouts. He can mow these guys down here a little bit. For again, he's been solid too. Remember, we're in Arlington here where all the games go under constantly. There have been a few overs here of late. I know we've been rocking with Rocker here, but see what you got here in this one between Texas and Sacramento. Texas here won yesterday 4-3 after after Sacramento won the first one 6-1. Let's see what you have here. But mentioning this Texas team at home, 2-8 to the under so far, and the A's are 5-11 to the under. And these starters aren't bad. Probably could just go under again with these. I've been going to the under a lot. I've been using them plays all over the place with these guys here. I'm probably just got to stop. It's too easy. Let's see what you guys have in the chat here with the A's. Here's Blake on the under here. Barr is on the under. Weedu says, Los Wages, Los Rages. Definitely won't ever be on DeGrom team. He's on unless he's under a spell. 9 Legacy says Rangers money line, the team total over. Robert likes the A's here in the first 5. Barley likes the A's on the money line in this one, and LALB is on the under. The Rangers have started to fix things here a little bit. Both teams are 14-13 coming into this one. Yeah, the A's might have those bats a little bit better here than the Rangers right now. Oakland continues to be profitable. They're up 4 units already, strong on the road. Athletic game, the games are definitely trending over a little bit, but I'm going back to the under. I can't stop going under with these Rangers games at home right now. Give me the under in this one. LALB is doing it too. Speaking of unders, let's see here. Oh, I was doing the Padre game next. We got this one. Whoops, why is Landon Roop in capitals? Maybe because that's how good he's been. Let's see here. Here we go. Marlins and Giants here in this one. You got the Marlins on the road here with Max Meyer going up. Landon Roop. Look at these numbers. He's been real solid here. 2.27 ERA, 4-1 record coming in for Meyer. 3.96 ERA and a 1-0 record. We know Meyer is a promising prospect. We've seen great things from him so far. Very good start to his career. But Roop here has found something here with the Giants, or vice versa. Maybe the Giants have found something with Landon Roop. 2.28 ERA, 101 record, 31 strikeouts so far. Man, you gotta like what we've seen here from Landon Roop right now. The Braves are getting steamed right now. Are they going to go up to 200? They did. The Braves just went up to 200 Sunday. Let me see the lineup. Someone's missing from the lineup here for sure for the Phillies, I think. Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Reyes, Garcia, Baum, Sosa, Moore, and Marchand. But the Braves just got steamed up to minus 200 here in the last couple of minutes for sure. We just saw it here right now. The under already got steamed as well. So just interesting to note there for sure. I'm going to jot this note here down right now. All right. Okay. So Roop has been really good here so far. The Giants, maybe they found that they can beat the Marlins here. They beat them yesterday. Give me the over, though, in this one. I think the Giants are going to have a pretty strong offensive game here against Meyer today. I know I just talked up Meyer a little bit, but I'm going to look for the Giants maybe to get this offense going just a little bit today. Luis Ariz is starting to pick it up for sure with Chapman hitting behind him. Denver still isn't getting it done, but how about my man Casey Schmidt? He's really starting to pick it up here. 295 batting average. Jung Ho Lee 287. The Giants are starting to hit. Like I said, they're behind all these other three teams right now, including the Diamondbacks in the West. But man, the NL West is the best division in baseball. Okay, here we go. Giants under here for Blake. And Weedu says, well, he's got something here. I don't know what he's saying, but Barr's on the Giants, Barley's on the Giants, Nine Legacy's on. They're all on the Giants today. You gotta think there's a good spot for the Giants here. I like Max Meyer, but all right, let's go to the Padres now in Mexico City here. Yesterday was a disappointment for all the over bettors like me trying to play it cool and saying, hey, it's going to go over. I'm really going to a little nervous here with this one. I probably should still find a way to go over here with King and Nelson today. Now, King's been good, and I like King, and I'm the Padre whisperer here. So 2.27 ERA, 1.12 whip for King. However, Nelson, 7 ERA, 1.45 whip. We're going over again. I don't care. Give me the over 15 runs here with the Padres and the Diamondbacks today. I'll try it again after yesterday. Each time, this is the third time they played the series in Mexico City. One game went over, one game went under. I don't know if that's a handicapping angle necessarily in this one, but I'm going to try it to go over here. I think the Padres are actually going to put up a big number on Nelson in this game. The Padres are really hot here. No stopping these Padres. 13-2 in their last 15. They've won 6 straight against Arizona right now. And just bad news right now for the way Padres are going. Give me the over, though, in this one. I'll take runs for the Padres. Here we go. Padres here for Robert. And I'm doing it too. I'm doing it again. Just chasing it. Farley's on the over here. SF Niner. Who do you like in this game? You know who I like in this game, SF Niner. And Nine Legacy says, take the zigzag. Go with the Diamondbacks. Cubs and Dodgers here on Sunday. And wow, the good pitching matchup here with Imanaga and Robleski. Imanaga comes in here with a 2.17 ERA. Robleski, 1.87 ERA here for this matchup. Robleski's 3-0. Imanaga's 2-1. Sure. Did we see the Dodgers pummel the Cubs finally yesterday, score 12 runs? Yeah, we did. Stop that winning streak of the Cubs. But, hey, I think Imanaga could be a little bit of an equalizer here. But Robleski's got 2 left-handers here. Robleski only $1.35. Look, the Cubs have been hot. But the Dodgers were the team to cool them down here, obviously. In fact, this line's down to $1.25. Give me the Dodgers here. If I can get the Dodgers at $1.25, I'm going to do it. I acknowledge the Cubs' greatness at this point. Who doesn't love it when the Cubs are on a roll? But I'm going to take the Dodgers at $1.25. Good matchup here. Let's take a look here at some of these numbers with these teams right now. Dodgers here, 4-1 their last 5 games at home, 13-7 in their last 20. Cubs have won 10 of 11, 5 of the last 6 against the Dodgers. But I think this one for Robleski here, like I said, you put any old pitcher in a Dodger uniform, all of a sudden they're Cy Young. Cubs did win the first one, 6-4. We know the Cubs have been red hot, but I think this is a price I can't pass up with the Dodgers. I'm going to take them here. 6 of the last 8 meetings between the two teams have gone over here at Dodger Stadium, and Cubs have gone over in 8 of their last 9 on the road in 5 straight. But I think these two starters are going to probably have it better on lockdown. The steam came in on the under. In fact, let's see what I have on screen there. 9.5 under 15. It's definitely 9. It's definitely 9 under 15 even. So just take off a half a run here. The steam on the under here, probably because these two starters. I mean, you got to think it's because of these two starters here. Some of the comments are coming in here. Jermaine says the Phillies are 2-10 versus left-handed pitching. That's not good. D-bags here for LALB. That means Diamondbacks, not the Long Beach State Dirtbags. Jeff loves them. SF Niner uses raw, I think. LALB says Dodgers win. Blake says Dodgers money line. Farley's on the under. Imanaga for a no-hitter says, I think you can probably get some odds on that. McCormick on the under here. Also, LALB says Dodgers money line. Will Smith gets his hit for the SGP. That's going to do it for that one. I'll take the Dodgers. Okay, real quick, I'm going to mention just that second game of the doubleheader, try to piece together what we're going to see from the Rockies here, because we'll have to see how long Quintana goes, and then we got to see who they're going to pitch in the second game. Now, Colorado, you get one extra pitcher you get to bring up. I don't even know if I know who it is, but what you're probably going to see here is a combination of probably I would guess, I'm going to say, because we don't know yet, so I'm going to try to handicap this. I'm going to say Brendan Bernardino starts, and then we get Tanner Gordon after that, and then we get Sammy Peralta, and then Seth Halverson. That's what I'm going to say is going to be the pitching here. Now, granted, it might be they might have a good game, and they might only use 2 or 3 of those 4 guys that I mentioned. I imagine I don't think Agnos here, but I think Bernardino, and then we'll see if they need to get into their closer, their closing situation here. Bodnik, you gotta he's been interesting here. I know he blew that game on Thursday, but I like Victor Bodnik. Has anybody seen him? Anyway, so I'm going to say Bernardino starts, followed by Gordon, Peralta, and then Halverson. If they need to get that far, they might. I mean, after all, they are playing the Mets here. And even though the Mets are probably, do I have the price in there? $2 here, right? $1.80. Yeah, it's even less than that right now. And the total 7.5 here. So I don't know about that. Well, let's see what happens in the first game with the weather and who plays and who's in. But there's my prediction on what the Rockies will do with the pitching. No pick from me here. Probably be sending something out, so make sure you're signed up at winnable.com. Might even be on the free picks. Usually the second game of a doubleheader, I send it out as a free pick unless I'm really confident. That's what I've done in the past here since I've been on the Winnable for a year. Okay, Jordy's on the Dodgers money line. He's also on the Mets game to go under. Oops. Thanks a lot, Jordy. One more here tonight. It's the late game Sunday Night Baseball. Angels and Royals here with Detmers and Seth Lugo. For Lugo, favorite here, $1.20. Lugo's been sharp, man. I mean, we got off to a good start last year, kind of faded a little bit. I imagine it'll be just as good here this year. 1.49 ERA right now. Detmers, 4.08 ERA, 1-2 record. So, like Lugo here, and I think Detmers can also pitch pretty well in this game. Yeah, the perception might be to go over after what we saw in the 12-1 game yesterday. The Royals are going for the sweep here. They might just get it. Even though it's been a bad situation here so far, 10-17. You're playing the Angels. They're no good. The Royals are at least over 500 now at home. I'm going to take the under in this one. Can't really give you the trends that say under because these two teams have mostly been going over here this season, but I think it's Seth Lugo that I'm mostly interested in. 12 of the last 16 meetings between these two teams here in Kansas City have gone under. And I'm going to take the under in this one with Angels and Kansas City. Angels have gone over in 8 of their last 10 on the road, and Kansas City's gone over in 5 straight. But I like Lugo here kind of to shut them down. I think that'll be the difference, and I think that's kind of why it'll go under here right now. Oh, hey, I just won with Elmer Moeller plus 7.5 games against Sinner. Didn't send that out, but The winner there, right there.
Lineup.
All right, let's see what you got here in the last game, and then I think the show is over. Blake says Royals, Dodgers run line, and Royals run line. And JP Farley's on the Royals on the money line. Hope we didn't go too fast. Hope you enjoyed the show. I did. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I love going through, you know what the most important, I look at all these trends and stats and Robert here, Angels first five. I look at the trends. I look at the stats. I look at the public money. I look at the reverse line movement. I look at the steam. You know what the most important factor for me is in handicapping is getting the input from you guys each day, getting the pulse of the betting market, when when you guys are on teams rolling and things like that. I think that's really what helps me be, a good capper. I think I'm good, okay? And it's because of the chat. You guys should have your own shows, and then I'd come in there and give my opinion, and hopefully you'd be a good capper. So that's the truth. I think that really helps me every day to get to do this. And look, I love sports and sports betting. So they always said to me, why do you do it if you're so good? Why don't you just bet? Because I'm lonely. Okay, I need these people. It could be all these people in the chat here. Trey Berry, hello, what's good? How about it? Hayes in Texas in there. Well, you know what I did? I took the under because I always go under in Texas home games right now. So, all right, hopefully you believe that because it's the truth, and I look forward to it when I missed that day the other day when I was under the weather there and I couldn't even get out of bed to type in I can't make the show. I felt bad. I mean, it takes away from the flow. So let me do the drawing here. We'll get out of here. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to let's see here. Let me run Mikey Money. Mikey, help me out. I need Mikey here to do the commercial so I can set up the drawing.
Hey, it's Mikey Money here, letting you know the Sports Money team is live on Winnable. Come check out our best bets.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays, and they're sent right to your phone right when we drop them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
Okay, we got a few more comments here. Thank you to the nice comments there. I said those things about you, so thank you for saying some nice things. West up here said he's got the Dodgers and the Lakers. Let's go. And Roberts, thank you. Great job, you guys. You guys did it. Here we go. Let's do the drawing. Someone's going to win 1 month of plays, and the plays have been good the last couple of days. I'll tell you when they're not, but right now they are pretty strong here. Here we go. We got Greg, we got Jordy, we've got Wager Detective, we got Wine Time, we've got Blake, we've got Andrew K, we've got Terrell. The winner is Trey Berry. Trey Berry showed up at the end of the show and he won the drawing. Trey, if you want to use the promo code WINNER and go over to winnable.com, you can get 1 month of my plays over there. No charge if you care. Or look, when I say, to support me at 41 cents a day, everybody, you don't have to play all my play. Maybe you do. Maybe you just say, I'll just go with what Ramon does. What it is the suggestions, just like this. Now, they are probably my stronger suggestions after all, but when you get the plays for just 41 cents a day over at winnable.com, you're going to get a stream of information several times a day, upwards of 2, 3, 5 times or more. Updates. You can set the notifications and it just keeps you flowing. I mean, look, I deal with you guys, hardcore bettors, right? Just like me. So to get that information, for example, I subscribe to Mikey. When he comes in with some plays, I'm like, what a great call that, what that sport or whatever, it just keeps things going there a little bit. So check it out. Yeah, Trey won. Oh, wow. I don't know, no big deal. 1 month, Trey, make sure you cancel at the end if the picks aren't good for you, because it will charge you there at the end of the month. So, but hopefully you'll find it. We've got several dozen subscribers here. Makes me very happy to have people who are willing to follow my opinions here. And look, if anything, I feel like I'm just a sponge of the chat anyways. So if anything, my picks are a reflection of my community here, the sports money community. So thanks a lot, you guys. I had a great time with you guys. I'll be back tomorrow to do it all again here on the Sports Money Network. So take care, have a great day, and for the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long from
that's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. Ramon Scott, sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.